Hello, and welcome to our UMBC Shady Grove virtual undergraduate information session. My name is Erin Botker, and I'm the coordinator of undergraduate recruitment here at UMBC Shady Grove. I will be walking you through our information session today. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to the lovely faces who are on your screen. This is our peer advisory team. These are students who, if you attend any of our upcoming events, you'll have a chance to meet. They'll be able to share with you more about the true UMBC Shady Grove student experience. We will go over some of these awesome events towards the end of the session. So without further ado, we'll get started. Again, my name is Erin Botker, and I'm the coordinator of undergraduate recruitment here at UMBC Shady Grove. If you would like to set up an individual appointment with me to review previous coursework and talk about the application process, you can see the link to my appointment calendar here. It's shadygrove.umbc.edu/pre-transfer. I'm also available by phone and email. My email is erin.botker@umbc.edu, and my phone number is 443-612-1314. My role is to help incoming students figure out if you're ready to transfer, and if you are, help you through the application process. So please feel free to reach out to me as a resource. Another great resource for any prospective student interested in computer science or mechanical engineering is Kim Casaubon. Kim is the academic advisor for UMBC Shady Grove's computer science program and mechanical engineering program. If you have any questions related to these programs or prerequisite courses, feel free to reach out to USG Advising at cs.umbc.edu. And if you're interested in mechanical engineering, you can email usgmeadvising@umbc.edu. You can also reach Kim at 443-612-1315. I also want to let you know that Abigail Granger, who is our Assistant Director of Undergraduate Recruitment and Retention, is also available for questions. You may see her around at some of our events, and we'll be working with her once you become a current UMBC student. So I want to make sure her name is familiar to you. Her email address is argranger@umbc.edu, and her phone number is 443-612-1313. We are all here to make sure your transition to UMBC Shady Grove is smooth, so please feel free to reach out to us at any point. The Universities at Shady Grove, also known as USG, is a campus that is here in Rockville and is shared by 9 different University of Maryland system institutions. UMBC is one of those 9. There are other USM schools such as College Park, UMUC, and University of Maryland Eastern Shore, to name a few. We all share this campus and are collaborative, which means we share classrooms and common spaces. We also consider ourselves a full-service campus. So what does that mean? It means we have many amenities that mirror what is offered at our main campus locations. For example, we have a library, food options, student life, counseling services, and a career services department. We also like to mention USG only has transfer students, with most, but not all, coming from a Maryland community college. We are only transfer students, which means we only offer junior and senior years here at Shady Grove in all of our undergraduate programs. Because we only have transfer students at USG, we really have an opportunity to focus on what transfer students need. We understand that transfer students may have obligations other than school, such as with families or work, so we like to make sure that services that you need are available to you when you need them. Another important thing to know about USG as a whole is that there are no repeat programs here amongst institutions. So for example, since UMBC offers psychology at Shady Grove, none of the other schools are going to offer psychology here. So when you're thinking about joining the USG community, just keep in mind that each school is going to have a unique list of programs that they offer. Although the programs are different, one of the really cool things about being here at USG is that we have what is called course sharing opportunities. Since we share our spaces with other institutions, we give you all the opportunity to enroll in courses at other institutions. One example is of our UMBC social work students, who often take some of the courses that are offered through College Park's criminal justice program. This material is really relevant to a student who might want to go into the correction systems as a social worker. As you can see, we have some really cool opportunities that are here at USG. Another great feature of being here at USG is that we do have specific USG scholarships that are here for students at Shady Grove. It is open to all the students across the 9 different institutions. We'll talk a little bit more later about financial aid and scholarship opportunities, but another nice perk to being a student here at USG. So we've talked about USG as a whole, and now I'm going to focus specifically on UMBC at the universities at Shady Grove. One of the really important things that we like to make sure students understand is that if you enroll here at UMBC at Shady Grove, you are earning a true UMBC degree. There is no difference between the degree that you earn here at Shady Grove and the degree that our main campus students are earning. Your diploma is going to say University of Maryland, Baltimore County. There will be no indication on the diploma that courses were taken at Shady Grove. It is a true UMBC education. We do have smaller class sizes here at our Shady Grove location. Our ratio is about 18 students per faculty member, which means our faculty are very accessible. Faculty and staff are available for students to connect with and talk about the great internship and research opportunities here in the local area. I also like to mention the average age of the student here at UMBC Shady Grove is 28. We like to point out this particular statistic because we think it embodies the idea that we have students with a diverse range of backgrounds and experiences. We recognize that a lot of people are here at various points in their lives with different obligations. So we do our best to try to make sure we work with each of you to meet you where you are and make your education experience work for you. At UMBC Shady Grove, we have 7 bachelor degree programs. We have computer science, history, mechanical engineering, political science, psychology, social work, and translational life science technology, also known as TLST. I won't dive into any one particular program here, but feel free to contact me with any questions you may have or visit one of our upcoming program director open houses, which will be listed later on. So what do we encourage our students to do prior to transfer? As I mentioned earlier, everyone here at USG is coming from somewhere else. We want you to have at least 45 credits completed prior to transfer. If you're coming from a Maryland community college, we would like you to have closer to 60 credits completed prior to transfer. We also encourage you to earn your associate's degree. It's not a requirement, but it is something that we encourage you to do because it could potentially help you get that job that you're looking for while you're completing your bachelor's degree. It is also important that you have your lower level credits completed prior to transferring because we only have the 300 and 400 level courses here. For example, we do not have Psych 100 or Political Science 101, but you need those courses prior to taking the upper level courses in those programs here. This is another reason I would strongly encourage you to come see me or Kim Casaubon for pre-transfer advising to determine if you're ready and have the credits you need in order to transfer. You may be asking yourself, what classes should I take while I'm enrolled in these 45 to 60 credits? We do have a list for each of the programs on our website and what we recommend prior to transfer for each program. So for example, if you're interested in TLST, click on the department page for the program. On that page, there are different menu options. The suggested transfer pathways is one of them. Under that section, you will be able to find the list of courses that we recommend you complete prior to transferring to UMBC Shady Grove. You'll notice on those lists, some of them have little stars or asterisks next to them. Those are the courses we strongly recommend you have prior to transfer. Those are the classes that once you get to UMBC Shady Grove are going to be important in terms of prerequisites in order to take upper level coursework. The courses that do not have stars next to them are courses that you need to complete eventually in order to get your bachelor's degree with UMBC. They may or may not be as critical prior to transfer. And again, if you see me or Kim for pre-transfer advising, we can walk you through where you stand and what is needed prior to transfer. So go ahead and schedule an appointment with us so we can talk this through. Another great resource for students who are coming from a 2-year Maryland community college is ArtSys, because you can figure out how your coursework transfers. We can assist you during pre-transfer advising to work through ArtSys and determine course transferability. Now I'm going to talk just briefly about our two transfer access programs, the first one of which is TSA and the second R2R. The Transfer Student Alliance, or TSA, is a member benefit program for students intending to complete an associate's degree at a Maryland community college prior to transferring to UMBC. From day one, TSA members enjoy a number of benefits at both UMBC's main campus and UMBC Shady Grove. So if you're between 12 and 35 credits at your community college and you have a minimum GPA of 3.0 or higher, we encourage you to apply to TSA. Prior to transfer, members of TSA receive the benefit of the $75 transfer admission application fee waiver and a 25% tuition discount for one concurrent UMBC course per semester. After you transfer, as a TSA member, and if you graduate with a 3.5 or higher, you will be eligible for an annual $1,500 merit scholarship for up to 2 years while at UMBC. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to send you more information. This information can also be found at www.umbc.edu/TSA. Our second transfer access program is R2R, Raptor to Retriever. R2R is a program that is specifically designed for students who are currently at Montgomery College who are interested in transferring to specifically UMBC Shady Grove. If you're currently at MC and have between 12 and 36 credits and a minimum GPA of 2.0, you are eligible to apply for R2R. R2R is a great way of connecting you with our campus and other students, while also streamlining the transfer process between MC and UMBC at Shady Grove. The deadline for applying for fall is June 15th, and for spring, it is November 15th. Some of the benefits, in addition to receiving support through the transfer process and connecting you with your community, is an application fee waiver, priority advising, workshops, and graduation course to wear at your UMBC graduation. So if you're an MC student and you're planning to transfer to UMBC at Shady Grove, we encourage you to apply to R2R. We'd love to have you and help you get connected prior to your enrollment at UMBC at Shady Grove. If you'd like to apply or find more information, go to www.shadygrove.umbc.edu/R2R. So right now I'm going to briefly cover the application deadlines. These application deadlines do not change from year to year, so no matter when you're viewing this video, these dates are going to be applicable. If you're interested in fall admission, the priority deadline is March 1st, and the final deadline is June 1st. For spring admission, the priority deadline is October 15th, and the final deadline is December 1st. You might ask yourself, why are there two deadlines, priority and regular? Well, the priority deadline is important to meet for full scholarship consideration. If you do not apply by the priority deadline, you will not be considered in the pool of students for an institutional merit-based scholarship. It is not a guarantee that you will receive a scholarship if you apply by the priority deadline, but it is the only way that you'll be in the pool for consideration. So try to get those applications in by March 1st if you're interested in fall, and October 15th if you're interested in spring. We do have another how-to video that walks you through the Common App specifically, and that link to the video can be found in the description of this video. But quickly here, I'll walk you through some of the basics. UMBC does use the Common Application, also known as the Common App. The website is www.commonapp.org. When you're ready to apply, you'll create an account with the Common App. Be sure that when you create an account, you identify yourself as a transfer applicant, not a freshman applicant. After you create your account, the first thing you'll want to do is add University of Maryland, Baltimore County as your program. At this point, you're not going to necessarily see anything that indicates Shady Grove or Catonsville campus. It's one application for all of our students at both locations. There is a question later on under the Questions tab in the Program Materials section, which is where you'll actually indicate Shady Grove as your campus of interest. Other than that, it's the same process. After you complete your Common App and after you submit the fee, we do ask that you submit official transcripts from each and every college you have previously attended to our Office of Undergraduate Admissions. Their email address is admissions@umbc.edu, and their mailing address is UMBC Office of Undergraduate Admissions, 1000 Hilltop Circle, Baltimore, Maryland, 21250. Once your application is complete, meaning we've received your Common App and official transcripts from each school you've attended, it generally takes about 4 to 6 weeks for the admissions office to review your application and let you know what your decision is. In the meantime, you should start getting emails from us about setting up your MyUMBC account, so please go ahead and make sure you receive that email and create your account. You can check your application status through this account during this time frame. I also want to briefly discuss scholarship and financial aid opportunities. As I mentioned earlier, applying by the priority deadline gives you the opportunity to receive full consideration for a UMBC merit scholarship. We also encourage students to complete their FAFSA. UMBC's FAFSA code is 002105. The priority deadline for FAFSA is March 1st. There are also other scholarship pools that are specific for our Shady Grove students. Once you apply to UMBC Shady Grove, you are eligible to submit a USG scholarship application. You can find the application at shadygrove.umd.edu/admissions-aid/scholarships. There is also a UMBC scholarship pool you can apply to called UMBC Scholarship Retriever. This also requires an application, which can be found at scholarships.umbc.edu/retriever. You are eligible to apply for scholarships and the Scholarship Retriever once you've been admitted to UMBC. If you are interested in learning more about your program of interest, please feel free to reach out to the program director for your program. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we do have a lot of opportunities and events where you can learn more about UMBC Shady Grove. One example is our Program Director Open House. This is a really great opportunity to connect with some of our faculty that you might be in class with and really get to know the person here at UMBC Shady Grove who is in charge of the program you're interested in pursuing. We also have student-focused events such as Grit in Action and Preview Night, where you can hear from current students and learn about their experiences of being a student with UMBC Shady Grove. Feel free to check out at our Visit Us page at shadygrove.umbc.edu/visit to learn more. And of course, I'm also available for pre-transfer advising appointments to help you prepare for transfer. Thank you again for joining us today, and please feel free to reach out to any of us if you have questions about UMBC Shady Grove or the transfer process. We look forward to having you join the UMBC Shady Grove community.